Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And boy, oh boy, we got an episode for you guys here today that you definitely want to stick around for, so please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, Shannon Sharpe, a number of years ago, said some very interesting things about Kobe. At one point, he said he had Kobe right behind Michael Jordan and God himself. That's what he said. Then somehow, some way, Kobe Bryant went from being number 2 all time on his list to barely making his top 5. I believe now he's number 9, right? And ever since he decided to switch it up on Kobe, he's been saying some pretty cool stuff. But this morning, I was doing some research and I found a video, an old video of a show that they had on, a segment that they had on FS1's Undisputed. And in that segment, the topic was, who was the more skilled NBA player, LeBron James or Kobe Bryant? Now, most NBA fans would think that this is like an easy question to answer, right? But Shannon Sharpe proceeded to pick LeBron James and give some of the most head-scratching reasons as to why he believes LeBron James is more skilled than Kobe. I couldn't believe it. So for those of you who never heard that, take a listen to Shannon Sharpe here talking about why he believes LeBron is more skilled than Kobe. And then we'll come back and react to it. Take a listen to that.
Was Kobe more skilled than LeBron?
Hell no. Not even close. I don't even know why we having this discussion.
Uh-oh. Lightning might.
Nah, I know,
I'm going to have to get under this table.
I get that we all like when someone says we're better. Hey, when people tweet me and say you better than this tight end or that tight end, hey, I like it. I don't like the post, but I'm saying I like it. Kobe just happened to click that heart button and boom, it popped up. But last I checked, is assisting the basketball, is that a skill? Is rebounding the basketball, is that a skill? So
somewhat, yeah.
Because the way I'm looking at it, footwork on the block or footwork to create a shot, basketball is more than that. If you just look at the numbers, LeBron averages 2 more points a game, 2.5 more assists a game, 2 more rebounds a game. He's 6% better from the floor, and he's 1.5% better from the three-point line. Joy Taylor, did you know LeBron James is a better three-point career shooter than one Kobe Bryant?
Except for the postseason.
Whoa! If you look up the postseason stats, don't do it, Skip. Don't you look up those postseason numbers.
I already did.
Yeah, you'd be disappointed.
Did. Kobe's a little ahead of him.
You'll be disappointed.
He's a touch ahead of him.
If you don't mind me asking, has Kobe Bryant always been the best player on his team? Because he won 5 titles. He won 5, Joy. I just need to know why he wasn't finals MVP in all of those. Oh, was it because he had the most dominant player to ever play the game of basketball on the roster? Hold on. He played 20 years. I'm trying to see. Played 20 years. Got 11 first-team All-NBAs, 1 MVP. LeBron James just finished 15. He's about to have 12 first-team All-Pro, 4 MVPs with 3 finals MVPs. I'm trying to figure the skill other than footwork on the block or creating space in which, okay, you want to say more creative dunker? Okay, fine. That's a skill. Dunking is a skill. Being creativity, winning the dunk contest. But if you look at this, Skip Bayless, come on. Are we for real here? Are we seriously for real? Now, could he get hotter and light up the board like no one probably could? Sure, he can get hot. Going for 81 lets you know he could get hot. 62 3/4 lets you know. His last game of his career, he had 60 points. I ain't gonna tell nobody he took him 50 shots to get it. But who am I? I don't want to rain on anybody's parade. That was a great. We're in Hollywood. We love good endings. We love what's that Julia Roberts and Richard Gere movies?
Pretty Woman.
Yeah, we love those kind of endings, Joy.
Very realistic.
So why would I ever do that? Why would I ever tell somebody that Kobe had 60 points in his final game and it took him 50 shots to do it? Why would I rain on somebody's parade? I want people to remember their heroes in the greatest form possible. So therefore, I would never tell anybody Kobe scored 10 more points than he took shots. And talking about he's more skilled than LeBron.
Let's just go over some of the reasons he said he's more skilled than Kobe. He won more finals MVPs. Okay. He averages more assists. He averages more rebounds. He then talked about all NBA selections. his argument was everywhere and nowhere at the very same time. In my opinion, there are three major facets to a basketball player when we're evaluating a basketball player. How well the player scores, how well the player defends, and how well that player play makes. And of course, we can look at intangibles like his leadership ability and all of that. But generally, that's how we evaluate NBA players on a surface level. No one since Michael Jordan can score the ball like Kobe Bryant. No one. Some people say, well, James Harden, it's not even close. It's not close. James Harden was averaging 12 3-point shot attempts per game. 12. James Harden was a very, you know what he's going to do. Step back or drive. That is it. Those are the only two ways James Harden. So I don't call chucking up the ball. Now he makes them. He's a talented player, but as far as scoring in a number of ways, there's nobody. There's nobody since Michael Jordan. The only person I've seen that can score the ball in a myriad of ways, like MJ, was Tracy McGrady. If you never saw Tracy McGrady, that is your problem, right? Because you got to educate yourself on scores. Tracy McGrady was incredible, absolutely incredible, and he could play great defense, by the way, too. He was a two-way player. There's been nobody in NBA history that hit more difficult shots than Kobe Bryant. Nobody. Kobe was so good. He was so skilled that I think at one point he injured his right shoulder and he started shooting the ball left-handed. Who do you know can do that? Like, who in the NBA can do that? Who have you seen that can do that? They can shoot the ball in an NBA game, not a game of horse. In a real NBA game, hitting shots with his left hand. Who can do that? Who do you know? There's nobody. What does it take to be able to do that? Finals MVPs? No. It takes skills. Kobe Bryant made 8 all-first defensive teams in a 10-year span. 8. And in a 10-year window, basically averaged 30 points for about 10 years. That's Kobe Bryant we're talking about here. Kobe Bryant has 122 40-point games. That's more than LeBron and Stephen Curry combined. That should tell you that the guy really knows how to score the basketball. I've never heard anybody anywhere, nowhere, ever when we're talking about basketball, ever say that LeBron was more skilled than Kobe. I've never heard anybody say that. Never. I've never heard that before in my life. Nowhere have I ever heard that. Like, skilled at what? Now, LeBron is a very, very talented playmaker. Absolutely. And that is a skill, by the way. An absolute skill. That's all I'm giving him. I'm not going to count rebounding as like a skill. If that's the case, I would therefore then say, then LeBron is more talented than Michael Jordan because he averages more rebound or he's more skilled. That's ridiculous. That's absurd. That's an absurd thing to say. Nobody looks at, oh, well, he's more. No. We don't evaluate things like this. If we're looking about it offensively, LeBron was quite limited. He is quite limited. Like, this is not me shooting holes at LeBron. This is just a fact of the matter. He doesn't really have a go-to move. LeBron's go-to move, and I think he's the best at it in NBA history, and we got a short coming out today about it, is his ability to drive to the basket with contact and finish with either hand. He's ambidextrous at the basket. His ability to drive is his number one go-to move. That is all. He's not a reliable jump shooter. And in fact, if you're game planning, if you're game planning for LeBron, you want to turn him into a jump shooter. If you want to game plan for him, because he's not consistent and he's not a late game free throw shooter. So in the late games, you want to actually foul him because he's not really going to shoot 85%, in the clutch. He really cannot go left. He can't go left. And NBA fans, basketball heads know how hard it is to be able to go left, right? It's very hard to go left. He can't really go left. And his game is ugly to watch. I'm not dissing, but it's true. And style points matter. How you look, how your game looks also matters. If you have a beautiful game to watch, is more visually appealing, then that also counts for something. Style points matter. That's why I always say the eye test is also important. Basketball is not a game of reading stat sheets. We're not crunching numbers here. We're not working on Wall Street. We're not trading securities here. We're actually watching the game. And scouts evaluate talent not just by looking at stat. If you then that's the case. Why do they even need the practice players? Just look at their stats that they average in high school and college. There's no point. Let's just read the stats. No, you got to actually see what you're getting. So for me, I think this was Shannon's one of his worst basketball takes of all time. And to me, like it's weird to say that. Like how? So these are my thoughts and opinions. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. And we catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.